I'm Josh, the Director of Products and Services at the Fractional Analyst. This video is a part of a training series where we walk through the Fractional Analyst's model. If you're interested in purchasing a model, or if you have additional questions, you can reach out to us on our social media channels or by visiting thefractionalanalyst.com. In this video, we'll discuss a software called Padlock. This software allows our models to be secured and requires a paid-for license in order to use them. We recognize that there are some shortcomings with the Padlock software, and while we've done our best to overcome some of these major issues, we're actively looking to develop a smoother in-house platform. Padlock is an application that creates and saves secure workbooks. These secure workbooks look and function exactly like Excel. However, a key is required to open them and edit them. The first time you receive a new model, you will need to download a Padlock application. This process takes about 10 to 15 minutes and will require you to provide us with a system ID and our team to provide you with a product key. The example I'll be walking through in this video shows our multifamily acquisition model. However, this process would be the same for any of our products that are protected with Padlock. Once you have submitted payment for the model, our team will email you a link to download the Padlock software. Because this is a software we are installing on your computer, it is a .exe file. Your system will likely give a warning when you go to open up the file, saying you are opening up an executable file from an unknown source. Go ahead and acknowledge this warning and continue to download the software. In a few rare instances, clients have had to pause their virus protection software as their software wouldn't allow any executable files to be downloaded from an email. Once you've downloaded and opened the executable file, you will be required to accept the terms and conditions of the license agreement. Then you'll be prompted with this screen. You'll be provided your system ID and will be prompted to input an activation key. Please email your system ID to sales@thefractionalanalyst.com or call a fractional analyst team member. In turn, we will provide you with your activation key. Once you have inserted your activation key, you won't be prompted to do it again, unless you purchase other models. Finally, this is the loading screen that will open every time you use a Padlock program. As you can see, you can open the original model we have sent, choose a saved file that you worked on previously, or look at files that you have recently saved. The first time you open up the model, go ahead and just select Original Workbook option. Now that you have the workbook open in Padlock, it will function just like a normal Excel workbook, with a few exceptions that we'll walk through. The first exception is you won't be able to copy data or formulas from this workbook into a normal Excel workbook. This ensures that the model is secure and not circulated without consent from the fractional analyst. Next, unlike a normal Excel workbook, you won't be able to open up your options under the File section. This also ensures the security of the document, but can cause difficulty if you need to change some settings, such as enabling circular references. If you'd like to change your settings for the workbook, close the Padlock application, open a typical Excel workbook, and make the changes there. Padlock pulls its option settings from your default Excel settings, so changing them in a normal workbook will also change them in Padlock. Another difference is your files won't be saved as a .xlm file, but rather will be saved as a .xlsc file, which means a secured Excel file. You can save your workbook as you normally would with the Save As option. Padlock doesn't have a standard save option, so anytime you'd like to save, you can either make a copy or save over your previous file. To open your secure Excel file or your .xlsc file, first open your Padlock application and then select the Choose Save File option. Every time you'd like to open a secure Excel workbook, you need to first open up the Padlock application, as clicking on the .xlsc file directly will not open it. Lastly, users without a license to the model will not be able to open your files. Once again, this is to ensure security of the model. If your team members have licenses to the model, you can share the .xlsc files with them easily via email or uploading them to the cloud. For individuals who don't have a license that you may need to share the data with, we recommend saving PDF sheets or exporting the workbook values. When saving sheets as a PDF, you have two options. First, you can export the entire workbook as a PDF by selecting File, Export, and Create PDF. If you want to customize the PDF page's windows and format, or if you only want one page of the model to be exported, you should edit your print area like you would in a normal Excel workbook. Then, select Print, and instead of printing to a printer, select the Save as a PDF option. If you'd prefer to share a normal Excel model with just the values, you can do that too. Click on the Export Read-Only Excel file on the navigation page. Follow the steps as you are prompted by them. This will create a copy of the Excel workbook that only has values, no formulas. This can then be shared with anyone, inside or outside of your organization. As I already mentioned, we recognize some of the difficulties securing this model causes for you. We're actively looking for better options, and we'll continue to strive to make your experience the best it can be. That's it for this video about using the Padlock software. We have other videos going over the other sections of this model. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you're interested in purchasing this model, or if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on one of our social media channels or by visiting thefractionalanalyst.com.